I guess my first question is what is the right time to contact a mortgage broker when you're thinking about buying a house?
Really, the earlier the better. Sometimes people will reach out and it's 2 years before they think they're going to buy. They're just thinking about starting to save money. They don't have any way to get a gift or take money from a 401k or anything, and it's very early. Even that is smart planning, because those are people that then I work with for 2 years and we get them ready. And by the time they actually buy a house, we're like friends at that point. But they felt like they had an advisor, someone holding their hand all the way through. So really, I think as soon as someone's thinking about buying a house and they actually have questions, that's when they need to reach out, because sometimes they'll realize that the answer to their questions is all green lights and it's time to move. Or sometimes, a lot of people will wait because they're like, oh, I have issues on my credit, so I don't think I should talk to her just yet. And then they go about trying to fix their credit on their own, but they fix the wrong things. And so they might spend 18 months fixing their credit only to have me 18 months later say, oh, we have 3 things we need to work on. And maybe we didn't have to fix the things they fixed. So it helps a lot. The sooner they can start talking with me, the better.
So, are the two main things that you find that um, make it so it's not quite the right time for people to buy yet? Is it normally how much money or access to money that they have, and then credit? Are those the two main challenges, or are there other things?
I would say it's credit and income, honestly, because usually if we don't have the money we need, we can work with the seller maybe to get some contribution for closing costs and maybe buy outside of town, or maybe they're a veteran, or maybe they qualify for our 100% program. But usually we can find a way to work around the money through gifts and just a variety of things. But if the income is too low, if you make $2,200 a month in this market right now with prices the way they are, it's very difficult to buy a house. So that's a big obstacle if we run into that. And there's ways to work around that too. Sometimes you have someone who they make $2,500 a month, but they have 3 roommates, and we can't use the roommate income, but we could maybe add mom or dad to the loan and qualify them for that house, knowing that they actually have a history of receiving rental income for the other rooms. I mean, there's ways around it, but
Sure.
but in general, yeah, credit and income are the 2 things that take a little bit of time to figure out.
I know when I was purchasing my first home, before I got into real estate, and there was this, and maybe it was just me, but I've seen it with other people. But this idea that you have to have 20% down to
Yeah.
buy a house, and if you have that idea in your head, you're never going to reach out to anybody, because especially with today's prices, it seems impossible.
Yeah.
So knowing that there are those programs out there is really helpful.
Yeah, and I think that that stems back to kind of our parents and grandparents' generation, because they didn't buy houses without 20% down. That was it. You got a 30-year fixed, 20% down payment at the local bank. And now there's still somehow, we all try to push the information out there, but there still is a lot of people who believe that you need 20% down. So it's definitely an obstacle, but it doesn't need to be.